Lesson number 18, ecosystem. Lesson number 18, ecosystem. Now observe the flow chart given. See, ecosystem. Okay, ecosystem. Abiotic factor. The ecosystem consists of the abiotic factor and biotic factor. Now see, under the abiotic factor, physical and chemical, and under the biotic factors, autotrophic and heterotrophic. Their further classification are made as the autotrophic and heterotrophic. Okay. Now yes, under the abiotic factor, the physical and chemical things. The physical are air, water vapor, mineral, soil, and sunlight are included. Under the chemical, it is further classified into the organic substance and inorganic substance. Under the inorganic substance, the hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, calcium, iron, potassium, sodium, etc. are included. And yes, organic substances, protein, carbohydrate, and proteins or lipids are included. And the biotic factor means living things. They are classified further into the autotrophic and heterotrophic. Autotrophics are those who produce their food thereby own and all green plants. Okay, all green plants. They are autotrophic, and because they can produce the glucose or their food by using the carbon dioxide and water. Next, heterotrophic. Okay, those living things which are dependent on others for their foods are called as the heterotrophic. Now yes, consumers, all animals are consumers, those who are dependent on the others for their food. Okay, now yes, primary consumer, secondary consumer, and there are tertiary consumer. And heterotrophic, another type of the heterotrophs are decomposers, and they include the microbes and the fungi. वो क्या इंक्लूड करते हैं? माइक्रोब एंड फंगी. तो ये नाउ yes, ecosystems are made up of the biotic factor and abiotic factor, and the interaction between them is called an ecosystem. Okay, so biotic factor mean all living things, and in the living things the plants and animals are included. And in under abiotic factor the non-living things are included. And now non-living things are further classified into the physical abiotic factor and chemical abiotic factor. Okay, air, water, vapor, and mineral, soil, sunlight, they are physical abiotic factor, and the chemical abiotic factors are further classified into the inorganic and organic. Okay, now let's start the ecosystem. The world around us is made up of the living and non-living things. Okay, the world around us made up of living things and non-living things. The living are called the biotic factor, while non-living are called as the abiotic factor. There is a continuous interaction between these and living and non-living factors. Living organism and their habitat, living organism and their habitat environment are correlated with each other. Living organism and their habitat environment are correlated with each other. The structure which is formed due to this reciprocal relationship is called an ecosystem. Okay, so here the here the biotic factors are dependent on the abiotic factor, and abiotic factor are dependent on the biotic factor. Okay, so here both attract both affect each other. So this प्रोसेस ऑफ अफेक्टिंग ईच अदर कॉल्ड एज द इंटरेक्शंस. तो उसी को हम क्या बोलते हैं? इंटरेक्शन. फॉर एग्जांपल, व्हेन द एनी living organism die, then the microorganism convert them into the simple substances, and they release as an organic substance and in inorganic substance after the decomposition. Then the gases goes in the atmosphere, the soil constituent mix with the soil. So in this way both get attracted, and when the living things lie, that time that living thing utilize the inorganic substance for their growth and development. उस टाइम क्या करता है वो अपने ग्रोथ और डेवलपमेंट के लिए यूज करता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी आर यूजिंग द ऑक्सीजन एंड ऑक्सीजन इन द inorganic factor. We are using the sunlight, it is inorganic factor. This is a abiotic factor. We use the water, okay, this is also abiotic factor. And after the death all these materials are returned to the environment. So here each and every one is affecting to each other. So this process is called as the interaction. Structure of an ecosystem. Need living organism need different type of the abiotic factor, and they have the different capacity to adapt with those abiotic factors. Some microbes need oxygen while others don't. Some plants need the more sunlight while others grow well in shade. Okay, now see living organism. Living organism need different type of the abiotic factors. Okay, for example, human being. The human being need the need the oxygen, and oxygen is abiotic factor. We need the nitrogen, and we obtain the nitrogen through the proteins. हम लोगों को क्या है ये नाइट्रोजन की जरूरत होती है, and this is obtained in the form of protein. And nitrogen is a abiotic factor. We need the water, or we cannot survive even without the water and without the oxygen, and all these are the abiotic factor. And when living things die, then these gases, water, etc. are again returned into the environment. वापस से environment में क्या होता है, ecosystem में return हो जाता है. तो in this way the biotic factor affect the abiotic factor, and abiotic factors are affected by the biotic factor. Living organism need different type of the abiotic factor, and they have the different capacity to adapt with those abiotic factor. Some microbes need oxygen while other don't. कुछ माइक्रोब्स होते हैं उनको ऑक्सीजन की ज़रूरत होती है, जबकि कुछ ऐसे होते हैं जिनको नहीं ज़रूरत होती. Some plants need more sunlight while others grow well in the shade. कुछ ऐसे माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिक सब ऐसे प्लांट होते हैं जिनको ज़्यादा सनलाइट की ज़रूरत होती है, तो कुछ क्या है शेड में, जहाँ पे शेड रहता है, छाया रहती है, उस जगह पे भी क्या करते हैं वो ग्रो करते हैं. Each and every abiotic factor, abiotic factors are air, water, soil, sunlight, temperature, humidity, affect the abiotic factor in the ecosystem. The abiotic factors in an ecosystem decide which biotic factor will survive in it and what will be their number. The proportion of abiotic factor in an ecosystem is always changing as the biotic factors use or excrete abiotic factor. The proportion of abiotic factor in an ecosystem is always चेंजिंग. जो प्रोपोर्शन है abiotic फैक्टर का इकोसिस्टम में वो हमेशा क्या होते रहता है, चेंज होते रहता है. एज बायोटिक फैक्टर यूज और एक्सक्रीट abiotic फैक्टर, बिकॉज जो abiotic फैक्टर होते हैं दे यूटिलाइज द abiotic फैक्टर. Every biotic factor affect abiotic factor as well as other biotic factor around it. तो जो भी बायोटिक फैक्टर है वो abiotic फैक्टर को क्या करता है, यूज करता है, अफेक्ट करता है. Every living organism in an ecosystem plays a particular role while living, moving in that ecosystem. तो हर एक लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म जो इकोसिस्टम में है वो एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है. मीन्स देयर इज नो ए सिंगल एनिमल और लिविंग थिंग दैट आर नॉट yes having any role in the environment. ऐसा कोई भी नहीं जिसका कोई रोल नहीं है. Even a earthworm, even though smaller creature like ant, they also play very important role in the ecosystem. ये भी क्या करते हैं इकोसिस्टम में इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करते हैं। कोई भी ऐसा वेस्ट कोई भी एनिमल्स नहीं है as a waste, okay, that do not have any role in that environment. The position of any living organism in context to other living organism and the role is playing is called niche. Example: sunflower plant in a garden. Sunflower plant in a garden evolves oxygen in the air and the provide food and shelter for insect like the ant, honeybee, etc. Okay, sunflower plant in garden. Yes, it evolves the oxygen in the air and provide food and shelter for the insect like ant, honeybee, etc. अब जो sunflower का plant है वो क्या करता है, हम लोगों को ऑक्सीजन प्रोवाइड करता है एज वेल एज इट प्रोवाइड द शेल्टर एंड फूड टू इंसेक्ट लाइक एंट हनी बी एक्सेट्रा। और जो इंसेक्ट्स है लाइक एंट है, चींटी और हनी बी है, उनके लिए ये फूड अवेलेबल कराता है। नाउ सी हियर biotic factors. The biotic factor plant take the in abiotic factor during the process of photosynthesis. They utilize the carbon dioxide abiotic factor and water abiotic factor and the sunlight which is abiotic factor and convert this abiotic factor into the glucose, convert this abiotic factor into the glucose, and then that glucose are stored in the different parts of the body of that plant, and then these are utilized for the development of the other animals. So those animals which eat their leaf, they get the glucose from the leaf, and those animals which eat their fruit, they get the glucose from the food, and those animals they dependent on their roots, they get the food from their root. So in this way, a single biotic factor convert the, or you can say the affect the abiotic factor. The animal consume the food from the plant. Animal consume food from the plant. Now biotic factors are primary consumer, secondary consumer and tertiary consumer, that they dependent on that plant. And on that primary consumer, the carnivorous, or you can say the secondary consumers are dependent. Now see, here this goat is the primary consumer because it dependent on the plant for their food. Now yes, on that the lion, tiger, leopard, cheetah, etc. are dependent for their food. So this is the secondary consumer. Minerals are released the decomposition of the dead bodies. So when they die means when the primary consumer or producer, you can say producer also, producers are plant, when the producers die, when the primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer die, then the decomposition of dead bodies brought by the microorganism से क्या होता है, उनका डेड बॉडी डिकम्पोज होता है, एंड बाई सम फंगाई, जो फंगी है उनके थ्रू ये क्या होता है, डिकम्पोज होता है। नाउ फ्री मिनरल्स आर रिसाइकल्ड, तो दोज when they also die when they also die, so they whatever things are stored in their bodies are released into the environment. Now abiotic factor, nutrient, solar energy, CO2, nitrogen, water, minerals are again released into the ecosystem. इसको भी ecosystem में क्या होता है, ये रिटर्न हो जाता है। Most of the ecosystems are complex and there is tremendous quantity and qualitative variety of species. Most of ecosystems are complex and there is tremendous quantity and वो कितना है, 8 है ना, सादा 8 है, हाईलाइटेड 2 है। So most of the ecosystems are complex and there is tremendous quantity and qualitative variety of species in them. In ecosystems of the tropical country like India, few species of the living organism are found everywhere in a large number. Remaining species of the plant and animals are found in a small number. Some species are very few in numbers. Variety of ecosystems are found on the earth. Each place has the different ecosystem. Example: forest ecosystem, pond ecosystem, ocean ecosystem, river ecosystem. The type of ecosystems are formed according to size, place, climate, type of the plants and animals. Many type of ecosystems are found in the biosphere. Their specific functions continue according to their environment. Though these ecosystems look independent and different, they are linked to each other directly or indirectly. Therefore, we cannot separate these small ecosystems from each other, but can classify them according to their functions. In some regions on Earth, a large area has same climate and abiotic factors. The living organisms in those areas are also similar. So a specific ecosystem develops in a vast area. Such large ecosystems are called biomes. And these biomes contain many small ecosystems. Earth itself is a vast ecosystem. The two types of biomes are found on the earth: land biomes and aquatic biomes. So when ecosystem is very large or very vast, spread on वास्ट एरिया, अगर इकोसिस्टम बहुत ही क्या है, बहुत ही बड़ा है, then that ecosystem is called as the biomes. And there are the two type of the biomes: land biomes and aquatic biomes. Now let's see about the land biomes. The biomes which exist only on land are called the land biomes. Due to unequal distribution of abiotic factors, different types of ecosystem exist. Now, because there is unequal distributions of abiotic factors, there are the different type of ecosystem. Example: grassland. Grassland is a land biome. Evergreen forest, this is another land biome. Desert. Desert is also land biome because it is spread over a very large area. Grasslands, they are also spread over a very large area. Evergreen forest, etc. are the land biomes. Islands ecosystem, ecosystem in taiga, tropical rainforest, etc. So all these are the land biomes. Now first one, grassland ecosystem. Grassland ecosystems. Okay. Grassland develop where rainfall is not enough to grow big trees. Grasslands develop where rainfall is not enough to grow big trees. Okay, so now the area where there is a less rainfall and there is scarcity of the water, जहाँ पे क्या रहता है, पानी की क्या रहती है, स्कार्सिटी रहती है. और जिस जो ट्रीज होते हैं उनके लिए लार्ज एनफ वाटर अवेलेबल नहीं रहता है, तो ऐसे प्लेसेस पे ट्रीज की प्लेस पे ग्रासलैंड उगते हैं, अरे ग्रासेस उगते हैं. Vast growth of the grass is found in this ecosystem. Vast growth of the grass is found in this ecosystem. इन इकोसिस्टम में बहुत ज़्यादा ग्रासेस उगते हैं. Longer summer and limited rain develop drought plant in this area. अब लॉन्गर समर ज़्यादा टाइम तक क्या है समर, और लिमिटेड रेन और बहुत कम टाइम तक बारिश, इसकी वजह से क्या होते हैं इस एरिया में, ग्रासलैंड एरिया में छोटे छोटे प्लांट उगते हैं, शॉर्ट प्लांट्स ग्रो होते हैं। डॉट प्लांट मीन फॉर शॉर्ट प्लांट्स। Animal like goat, sheep, zebra, giraffe, elephant, deer, cheetah, tiger, lion, etc. found in this ecosystem. Now, yes, in grassland ecosystem, the animals like giraffe, zebra, goat, sheep, elephant, deer, cheetah, etc. are found. Similarly, various birds, insects, microbes are also present. उसी तरीके से इसमें और क्या चीज़ें प्रेजेंट होती है, वेरियस टाइप के बर्ड्स, इंसेक्ट्स, माइक्रोब एक्सेट्रा, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म भी इसमें प्रेजेंट रहती है। नाउ सी द टेबल। Producer in grassland area. Now yes, in different ecosystem, the producers are different. अलग अलग इकोसिस्टम देखेंगे तो उसमें क्या होगा, जो प्रोड्यूसर्स हो गए दे विल बी डिफरेंट। तो इन द ग्रासलैंड एरिया द प्रोड्यूसर्स आर द Parthenium, Cynodon, Kusali. Okay, and primary consumers means those animals which are directly dependent on these producers, plant, cow, deer, rabbit, leptocorsia. Okay, so cow, deer, rabbit, these are the primary consumers. They dependent on these grasses. What are that grasses? Parthenium, Cynodon, Kusali. Okay, and secondary consumers, those who are dependent on the primary consumers are snake, bird, jackals, wool. Tertiary consumers that are dependent on the secondary consumers as well as primary consumers are lion, hyena, vulture, kite, etc. And decomposers are fusarium, aspergillus, etc. Okay. Now student, unmute yourself, and if you have any doubt ask to me. Remaining part we will see in the next lecture. Okay. Yes, is anybody having any doubt? Just tell me, student. Okay, student. Now I am ending the meeting.